This fight was a true test of resilience for both fighters. James Smith, known for his audacity and confidence, started a psychological attack on Tyson from the very first seconds. He tried to get under his skin, stared him down provocatively, and threw out sharp remarks. During the breaks between rounds, he even dared to provoke him directly, a challenge he immediately paid for. Iron Mike didn't forgive such things. Smith wasn't just a boxer with a big name, his record spoke for itself. Most of his victories came by knockout. He was convinced that if he engaged Tyson in close combat, his powerful punch would secure the win. However, he overlooked one key factor. Mike wasn't just a knockout artist, but also a phenomenal strategist with a unique technique. The peekaboo style Tyson used was unfamiliar territory for most boxers, and James Smith was no exception. He couldn't predict where the next punch would come from, and Tyson's relentless pressure forced him to retreat, curling up into a defensive stance. From the early rounds, it became clear. Tyson was determined to show who was in charge. He methodically closed the distance, never giving Smith a second to breathe. Any attempt to counterattack was met with a crushing response. Every punch from Mike was calculated. He struck in a way that not only drained his opponent physically, but also broke him mentally. By the fifth round, James Smith began to realize the full gravity of the situation. He no longer looked as confident as he did at the start of the fight. Tyson had stripped him of his greatest weapon, the ability to attack first. It seemed like Smith had switched to survival mode, just trying to make it to the end, but his fighting spirit wouldn't let him quit. Despite taking a barrage of clean shots, he remained standing and kept fighting. Each round turned into a true test of endurance for him. The 12th round was nothing more than a formality. The outcome of the fight was obvious, but James Smith did the impossible. He didn't fall, he didn't quit, and he didn't allow Tyson to finish the fight early. The final bell marked Smith's defeat on points, and the WBA championship belt passed into Mike Tyson's hands. Yet even in defeat, Smith earned the respect of the audience. He was one of the few who lasted 12 rounds against Iron Mike, though at the cost of heavy blows and complete physical exhaustion.